Hi, I'm Natalia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial for the FashionDraw app by Fashionary. The app just came out, so this will be a combination of a first impressions and kind of a small tutorial. When you open up the FashionDraw app, you see plus sign and you click that and you can choose all different types of templates. They have horizontal templates and vertical templates. I chose horizontal for this video. I go in with the watercolor brush. One thing that's very cool is that they have a palette, a pre-made palette with skin tones, hair tones, pastels, neon, etc. And I find that to be extremely useful. Next, I hid that layer, the skin tone layer, and I added a new layer. And I'm going in with the pencil brush. It does have that pencil-like texture, it looks very realistic, and I think it's very easy to trace the templates. It looks really good. I'm unhiding the skin template to see what it looks like, and now I click on the wrench and I'm going to copy and paste these two layers. I do think that the copy and paste was placed a little bit weird. They do have it in the layers panel as well, but it's kind of hidden. On to look one, though. This is from the Acne Studios Spring Summer 2023 collection. I'm gonna do 3 looks. I am going in with first the pencil brush, then the marker brush. The marker brush that I chose it's kind of like rectangular, and I liked it. I think it's pretty good. One thing that I like about the color choosing option is that you can change the values. You can just adjust your current color just a little bit to make it easier to pick colors for shadows. I'm going back to my colored pencil and I'm adding in some of those fold lines that you see in the reference photo. This is super exciting, the pattern brushes by Fashionary. I think this is very cool, very unique, very fashion specific. I go ahead and scroll through and find the gingham brush, and boom, I have a gingham print. How cool is that? Then I added a new layer. I drew it and rotated it. After I filmed this video, I found that there's a better way to rotate the print versus like copy and pasting a bunch of new layers, but it was kind of a hidden feature. So anyway, I'm going in and drawing the hair again with the pencil brush. The pencil's my favorite. Colored pencil is my favorite in person as well, like in real life, not digital. I think that they did a really good job replicating it. Okay, look 2 has very cool flowy sleeves. One thing that does irritate me is that for the pencil brush, the max size you can do is 9 pixels. I don't know why they're limiting me. Like, why? The other brushes, you can go to a bigger size, but certain brushes remain small, which is a little frustrating to me. And I think that's a feature that can be changed, that every single brush you can do really small or really large. That's my personal suggestion. Time to go into the hair. I did a mix of the colored pencil again and a soft airbrush. I have to be honest here, and this app was crashing on me quite a bit, which was really frustrating. So I had to redo the hair a bunch of times. Now I'm going in with the raw denim, and you get that, like, the texture of the fabric, which I think is very cool. I did it on like a lower opacity, but you can still see the details. I'm going back into the brush panel and clicking the technical brushes. They have a bunch of brushes there, and I chose the stitching brush, the double stitch. I think that is so cool and so convenient. It looks great. So instead of like sitting there and drawing every little stitch, you just have a brush that does it for you. I am going in with the pencil brush again in black to kind of outline it a bit. I'm outlining the folds and giving a little bit of shading to them. I think it'll really pop once I add the highlights. I'm outlining the sleeves of the shirt and the heart. I went back to the technical brushes and I'm going to do the keyhole and the button. One thing that I found was a little annoying is that it's kind of hard to guess how large the button or keyhole should be. So I wish that you could see a little preview of it before actually drawing it on. That's my suggestion. On to look 3. I started out with a little white outline and I'm filling in the dress with this light gray color. Again, the app was crashing on me, so I drew these hearts on and then it crashed and then I had to draw them again. Kind of annoying, but I know that the FashionDraw app is brand new, so of course there's gonna be some bugs. I just hope that it gets fixed. I'm drawing the shoes, again with the colored pencil, it's like my favorite, and it's these beautiful roses on the shoes, so this was super fun to draw. I went in with a little bit of a darker red for some shadows, added a little bit of black just to make it pop. As you can see, I'm drawing in all the gathering, drawing the shadows of the purse. This collection had a lot of little spikes on it, so I drew each of these individual little spikes. It's kind of relaxing doing all of those little details. I think it's fun, personally. And then adding in the whites to just make it pop. I switched over to the fine line pen to do the little beading detail that was on the dress. You know when sometimes you do a drawing and after a while you're like, ugh, I don't like it. I decided to redo the skin on all the girls because I didn't like that all their skins were mismatched, like not in color, but in, I don't know, the way that I shaded it, it just didn't, it looked like they were 3 separate drawings and I kind of wanted it to look more cohesive. I did the shading and the skin tones all in the same way. I just wanted to make it a little bit softer for all of them. I went in with the airbrush instead of the colored pencil for the shading. I went in with the white colored pencil to give pops of white. And of course I go in and do the little finishing touches, the accessories. The girl, she had this like cool cuff with spikes on it, so I drew that. Then I go in with the white fine line, the ink pen, and I am drawing these cool like seashell beads that the girl had in her hair. It was like this chain of really long puka shells, I think that's what they're called. I used the fine line for the shoes as well. They're blue with these little spikes on it. I decided to outline each of the figures with a black fine line pen to really make them pop. I think it looks good. Sometimes I do this, I don't always outline the drawings, but in this case, I thought it would look cool. It's very satisfying. They're looking really cute. I am so excited. Oh, and another detail. I am drawing the seams on the skirt, and the white is just like the highlight that was on the skirt. I think it looked cute. I'm going in with the light watercolor brush, and it was a new layer, and I changed the blend mode to multiply. That's a trick that I do for a lot of my drawings, my digital drawings for shading. It just looks better in my opinion. Here I'm doing the blend mode on the heart and on the sleeves because those were a little bit sheer, and just like a little bit on the sides. I think it looks better. Did a little bit of shadow on the sleeves as well to kind of give it that sheer effect. Very cute. Now that I'm looking at this again, I noticed I forgot the little belt on the skirt, but it's okay. Sometimes you make mistakes. Same thing with the dress. I'm adding a little bit more shading so you can see those beading details really pop. And that is my drawing. Hope you like this first impressions video and this draw with me video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.